Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of 5.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 12 carries, 121 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers because they should have some open space because the defense will key on them.
On first down, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, San Francisco.
Coleman. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He was taken.
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Samuel bringing in the slant.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Garoppolo able to find Samuel there for a Niners first down.
Garoppolo now. On the screen, this is Coleman. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here's Kareth White on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
White on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10
at their own 27. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Miles Sanders.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And this is incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and it's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now at first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. No, they stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Down to the 25. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
29-yard line.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Makes the score Niners 7.
So the field goal there, Catchwell winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points, so I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own,
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that, pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. Brandon Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Garoppolo's pass.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
What's he talking about, ref?
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Kevin Coleman, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third and long, it's Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Yeah, this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. Had to pass there. Third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
19 yards there on the catch and run. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Hurts fumbles it. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Hurts. Man open. It's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Here's Tyler Newsome now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Nick Bosa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 7.
Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Hurts. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 38. He turns and gives to Coleman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
It's a gain of a yard. And
To throw is Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Garoppolo fighting Hilton on the slant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Number 84.
The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Here's Mostert. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the score. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline, because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. This ball complete to Rager. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
That's good.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Left side here to Sanders.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now Sanders. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run. It's Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Second down. Here's Hurts.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Mostert. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2 yards. And it's
the Niners. On 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
San Francisco.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 28. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
1st and goal.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has...
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They will run again with Coleman. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right, and he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
Alshon Jeffrey.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 32-yard line.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That'll be caught. Rager with it. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And the Eagles are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles get a score closer.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they covered him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Niners set to take over on offense. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Tonight's final score.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the 49ers, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the...
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams, still balling like